Well, New York State has hit a grim milestone, more than 40,000 deaths from coronavirus. That comes as the state expands vaccine eligibility.
Yeah, starting today, people age 50 and older were able to start making their vaccine appointments. And Mayor de Blasio has announced that he hopes to start bringing thousands of city employees back to the office starting May the 3rd.
Yeah, Allison Caden live in Lower Manhattan with the latest on all of that. Allison.
And good evening to you. Vaccine delivery here in New York expected to ramp up in April. And as more and more people are vaccinated, the city is pushing ahead with reopening. The streets of Lower Manhattan will soon be bustling again. Mayor Bill de Blasio announcing today about 80,000 New York City government employees will begin to return to their office buildings on May 3rd.
We're going to make it safe, but we need our city workers back in their offices where they can do the most to help their fellow New Yorkers. And it's also going to send a powerful message about this city moving forward.
The hope is bringing these remote workers back will signal to private companies it's time to start thinking about getting people back in the office. Only then will New York City come back to life.
Basically, still 90% of our office workers, that's in the private sector, are not back yet.
Catherine Wild, head of the nonprofit Partnership for New York City, says this is a good first step. But we may not see private sector workers back in the office for several more months.
I think the reason that next September is the target for many employees for it to start feeling like normal is because the assumption is that there will be pretty universal vaccination by next fall, by Labor Day.
As of today, New Yorkers age 50 and up are eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. And vaccination is on the mind of DC 37, the union representing thousands of city employees. The union is working to get its members vaccinated before they return to the office in May.
I think there's legitimate fear among city workers who have been asked to come back without reassurances that the place of work that they're coming back to is safe.
The mayor says health and safety is a priority. There will be social distancing, proper ventilation, and masks. But DC 37's Henry Garrido says masks in city buildings are not mandatory. He wants that to change.
We've had problems with either clients coming to social services office or people coming in who absolutely refuse to wear the mask.
While the city plans to bring workers back, there are still concerns about the COVID-19 infection rate and variants.
We are deeply concerned about the fact that the rates of infection have not declined as dramatically as they should be.
So age 50 and above now eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. And we reached out to the governor's office to find out if the state's going to move ahead with age-based eligibility. Currently, there are still some public-facing frontline workers under the age of 50 who are not yet qualified for the vaccine. We did not yet hear back. We're live in Lower Manhattan. Allison Caden, Pix 11 News.
All right, Allison, thank you.